everybody for turning up again. We've had 3 Friday station rallies, and each one has been fantastic at demonstrating to everybody who passes by that Sheffield is with Palestine for the long haul, despite the ceasefire, and we exist in a state of hope, celebration that the bombing might stop, and fear about what will happen after the first phase. I want to read something tonight, if I may, and it's from a young woman on the ground in Gaza, and this is her perspective on the ceasefire, or part of it. And I've put a link to the rest of the article from Mondo Vice into the newsletter, which will go out on Monday. I would advise you to read it. I read it and I was struck by the raw emotion, but also by the political intelligence behind her analysis of what's happened in Palestine for 77 years, what's happened in Gaza, and what's probably going to happen again. So, yeah, thank you very much. So her name is Rua Shamalak, and she's from a region of Gaza called Sheikh Ijleen. Rua has watched her home turn from what we would regard as a paradise on earth into a pile of rubble. And this is what she says about the ceasefire, or some of it. As the world celebrates the ceasefire, we are left to question its meaning. What does it truly signify for us in Gaza? It is not an end to the war. It's simply a temporary lull in the violence. It does not undo the devastation, nor does it heal the wounds inflicted on us. A ceasefire is nothing more than a global performance, a signal that the world has done enough to appease its own conscience. But for us, it's nothing more than an intermission in an endless tragedy. When the bombs stop, the trauma does not fade. The streets still lie in ruin. The poisoned water still courses through our bodies, and the toxic memories of the bombings linger like an invisible disease. We don't return to normal. We adapt to a new kind of existence, one that is born from the wreckage of our past and the uncertainty of our future. A ceasefire does not undo the loss of homes, of lives, of family members. It does not bring back what has been destroyed. It does not restore dignity, nor does it heal the wounds of displacement. For the world, a ceasefire is the end of the story, the resolution that allows the audience to turn the page. But for us, it is just another silence, another chapter in a story that never truly ends. The bombs may stop, but the wounds they leave behind will continue to bleed. And the silence that follows is not peace. It is the deafening quiet of lives left in limbo, waiting for the next round of violence to begin. She says a lot more. Thank you. And that applause is for Rua, obviously, for Rua, a brave woman who's put her thoughts down and published them for us to see. She says that the world may turn a page and turn away from it, and that for them it's not an end. It's been 77 years this year of settler colonial violence and displacement. And although we welcome the fact that there will be an intermission in the slaughter, we thank heavens, if there is a heaven, for the temporary lull in the suffering of the people of Gaza. But as Moshe said so incredibly eloquently on Wednesday, if you were there, we know that we have got to keep on fighting, struggling, protesting and working, because this is not over. So we watch carefully what's going to happen and we keep going. As long as the people of Palestine keep going and they're not giving up, we keep going as well. Thank you. And I urge you to read the rest of what Rua said by connecting up with the newsletter when it comes out on Monday. Thank you all very much.